in that away end today. How pleased are you to come away from a difficult place with a win?
I think we know what game we want to play, but this is a very tough play to come and play well. So yeah, I think the more important is the way we compete and to get the clean sheet and get the 3 points. So yeah, we are very happy, and it needs to rest now because we go again.
It could have been a very different game if after 2 minutes you don't make that clearance as you're going back. Talk me through it. What's going through your head when you see the ball dropping over David Raya?
When I see the play was free, in my head I don't have time to jump to him. So David's go step up, and I need to cover the goal. So yeah, I think it was a magic moment.
These big games need performances from big players. What can you say about Bukayo Saka, a goal that he created out of very little on his 300th appearance for Arsenal tonight?
Yeah, we are very happy for him. He's the top guy. And yeah, I think today was a 300 games. Yeah, he's still young, got a lot of games with this shirt. And we are very happy to have him with us.
And at the weekend, late on, there was an awful lot of back and forth in the box. It seemed like quite a stressful end of the game. Talk me through the last few minutes tonight when Brighton are really pushing. How much do you need to keep concentrating to make sure you keep that clean sheet?
I think we need to be concentrated every ball. And at the end, they put every place in the front. We need to defend well. Yeah, but I think we did well. And I think we are so happy to, like I say, to keep the clean sheet and to get the 3 points.
Well, congratulations, and you're getting quite a collection of these because you're the player of the match as well. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Back to back. Back to back.
Well, he really was all smiles in that interview. But look at the relief. That was a tough game for Arsenal and a clean sheet kept by these team, and it means so much, Kaz, and you understand why.
Say that again, sorry.
A clean sheet, very important.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just saying to you, there is a lot of criticism about sometimes how Arsenal play in the attacking sense, but what comes to mind is clean sheets when you championships. And I think tonight they had that little bit of maybe luck with the goal, but that clean sheet mentality when he gets player of the match, when he's the leader and the best player, that's where titles are won in those moments. And this guy next to me knows that more than me.
Well, I think you don't get carried away. Do you know that was a great step in the right direction, but it's only one game. And of course, it looks like 7 points, obviously, but there's a game in hand for City, so that can be quickly 4. You have to go to City also, so that can become 1. Mm-hmm. But you draw off it, 100% you draw off it, but you keep a lid on it and you go to the next match, which is Mansfield, and then you play Leverkusen, and then of course you've got 2 home games then to follow in the Premier League. So we're on a little run here of 3 away games, and they're doing it very, very nicely after those derby wins against Spurs and Chelsea.
Those 2 home games, Everton and Bournemouth. But in the meantime, I'm sure these Arsenal fans are going to want to revel in a win. 3 points and an important night for them in the title race as well. Let's have a little look at Saka's goal. Kaz, you were just saying there, a little bit of luck, a couple of deflections as well, but a goal is a goal. Yeah,
look, and I was surprised why they left him 1v1. I thought Timber, both fullbacks are so good when they go forward, but leaving him 1v1 was a grave mistake. Timber obviously runs one of the other players off, so gives him more space, and Brighton don't go over to him quick enough. And when he comes in and cuts in onto that left foot, you know what's going to happen. And you've got to stop that. Yes, there's a little bit of a deflection. Yes, the goalkeeper can do a lot better, but you earn your luck. And I think there's very rare moments Bukayo Saka gets 1v1 moments because people double team up against him. And that's why you do, because he can create things like this.
I thought Arsenal needed to get the ball actually more often to their wingers, because that's the sort of damage they can do. But credit to Brighton, because they pressed really high, stifled Arsenal. But then the game management, that's been a criticism, but that was beautifully wasting time when they needed to. It was quite a cocktail of noise here, wasn't it? Manager was fanning the flames with his own. It was a bit of a pantomime, and they came through that. And that's important. They're showing that maturity.
10 wins they've got this season by a single goal, Arsenal.
Yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal used to be a famous signature tune. And then it became about playing attractive football. This lot seem to be able to do it both ways.
OK, guys, let's have a little look at how this shapes up the title race. Because obviously we know Arsenal have got 8 games left and it's 9 for Manchester City. But oh, what a big night this could be in the framing of it. You can see there, Arsenal 67 points, Manchester City 60. And then these are the games that they've still got to play. And I think the nervous part for Arsenal fans, guys, guys, is when you look at Arsenal's fixtures, whenever you say, look, Arsenal have got quite an easy run, haven't they? It always seems to be the games that should be winnable that they seem to trip up over somehow.
Yeah, but just looking there now, next 2 away games, they're away from home for Man City. West Ham fighting for their lives, Chelsea, who are thinking about Champions League football, and Arsenal with 2 home games to go. So look, you don't take it. You look at it and you think, okay, suddenly now Arsenal become huge favourites, and sometimes you're accepting that now Arsenal are favourites, but there's hardly anything between this. When you look at Pep and the number of trophies that he's won, he'll be in there now. They'll be kicking themselves, but Forest are scrapping for their lives. It's such an honest Premier League. Every game is really tough. If you win it, you're going to have to do it the hard way, and that's how it's looking this year. It's going to go right to the wire.
Kaz, it was in both Man City and Arsenal's hands before these games tonight. They've still got to play each other on the 18th of April. Now it's in Arsenal's hands. Is that a big psychological boost?
Yeah, because the pressure isn't on as much as before tonight. But I do agree with Martin. I think even on that head-to-head, can we actually say that both teams will go unbeaten even after that? Who's to say? So you have to focus on each game. I'm listening to you, Martin, take each game as it comes, calm down a bit.
Well, there's a League Cup involved in the middle of this as well, isn't it?
That's the big thing. The Champions League, the other cups, they could disrupt you.
Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see you march into the dressing room now, where they're all celebrating probably, and say, no, one game at a time there.
Good rest, guys.
Yeah.
Gets plenty of sleep, but we go on to the next one at the weekend.
Look at the focus.
Don't want to go out of this FA Cup.
He's a winner, Kaz. He's a winner. All right, guys. Hopefully after the break, we're going to hear from Mikel. Okay, there we go. Fabian Herzler speaking about his disappointment in that loss. And he might be really disappointed with the goal scorer, Bukayo Saka. Hi, great to see you. Listen, Bukayo, first of all, congratulations on what looked like a difficult game to get over the line, but helped massively by the only goal in the game scored by you. Just tell me, in the context of tonight, this result, Man City dropping points too, how big a night was this?
Yeah, this feels like a massive win, definitely for us. Obviously on the pitch, we didn't know the score, but we heard the fans celebrating like out of nowhere. So I kind of knew in my head something went well in the other games. But we focused on here, got the result done. Yeah, we feel good about it.
Bukayo, I'm going to show you the scenes, actually, the full-time scenes of the away fans that made their way here to the Amex. The celebration for your goal and the full-time 3 points, and then a double celebration from when they found out Manchester City had dropped points as well. Look at the relief in their face. Do you guys feel that in the dressing room as well?
Yeah, of course. It's a nice feeling. Yeah, no, for us it's a nice feeling. But like we said, we try to just focus on getting our result done, and then the rest is out of our control.
Does that make it real tonight, an extra dimension where you're playing the same time as City, and then you get that extra buzz from the crowd? Does it make it feel like you really are in a race here to win this?
Yeah, well, we know we're in a race, and it's very tight, and it's been like that for the last few years. But yeah, tonight especially, we play at the same time, and we both needed to win massive games. And yeah, we did. They didn't, so we can be happy today.
Bukayo, you took your time coming to us, which is fine, but I'm kind of guessing that it was going off in the dressing room. So come on, fill us in, because you've mentioned about it, you're playing it cool.
Don't get sucked into telling her too much.
Nah, I'm not going to. Thank you, man. Thank you. No. Obviously, we're going to enjoy the result. For us, it feels like I said, it feels like a massive result, regardless of the City result. But yeah, we know, especially today, this game was quite ugly for us. We know we didn't play our best, but it's about getting results sometimes, and that's what we did tonight. And for us, that's massive. We showed that we can do it in contexts like this.
And I've got to ask, and you're like, again, but captain tonight, 300 appearance. Surely you have dreamt of lifting that trophy and what it would mean to you as a fan and to everyone involved. Come on.
Of course, 100%. But like I said, that's out of my control, I just try and focus on what I can, and that's helping my team, helping trying to win games for my team. And, luckily tonight we did that, and that's all I can focus on.
So professional, love it.
I can't, you know it, you know how it goes.
Congratulations on your 300 appearance,
Thank
captain.
You.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
wanted
so
to pick on that as well, because 300 appearances is very impressive and must be just like incredible.
24 years of age.
Yeah, for an Arsenal fan.
Blow the record away if you want.
Oh my days. I couldn't believe it. They actually told me yesterday that if I played today, I'd be 300 appearances. I was in shock.
Yeah, that's not bad. 24.
Wow. And it's almost meant to be that you scored the goal, and how important it turned to be as well.
Yeah, I just feel so happy right now. I feel blessed. I feel joy, to wear the armband. 300 appearances, massive win. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's continue moving like this.
Let's have a look at this goal anyway. Look, it was obviously orchestrated by you. Took a couple of deflections on the way in, but they all count.
Listen, we take them as they come. When I shot, I was quite confused as it went in, but like I said, we take them all.
You had a chance just before that, and you probably realised.
Yeah.
And I wondered if there was a bit of anger in that shot because you thought, do you know what, I'm gonna go for it here. I might get lucky.
Yeah. I remember that chance. I thought I should have been a bit more direct. So when I got the ball there, I said I'm gonna be direct and go for it. And yeah, the ball went in the net. Thank you, God, for that goal.
Was it nice to be 1v1 because you're double teamed all the time? Was it nice just to have that?
Yeah, it's amazing. For me, when I get that window and it's just 1v1, I know I have to take it because it doesn't come as often as it did before,
Bukayo, I know you're probably quite used to it now. You're playing for Arsenal and been in multiple title chases now too, but is it difficult to block out all the noise? And what is it that you and your players do to kind of detract from that?
No, I think the noise is all external, so it's mainly social media and pundits and stuff like that, and it's not easy, but it's quite easy solution. If you don't go on it and expose yourself to that, then you can be away from that. But naturally, it will come to you. You have to be mentally strong, and it's a battle that we faced this generation of players. But
you manage your time.
Strong.
It seems like a long time between the games, although it isn't, is it? Because you've got 2 games in a week. I mean, 3 victories that you've had now.
Yeah.
And it's about managing the minutes on the pitch, isn't it? But you've just got to love and enjoy it. And embrace it. And I just think it gives you that belief and that strength when you get a result like this tonight.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, we'll let you go and enjoy it. Congratulations.
Keep
3
warm,
points.
fella.
Thank
a
you so
clean
much.
sheet. 300 appearances. Amazing. Great win tonight. Well done. Bukayo Saka going to rejoin his team. Why don't we get some reaction from that man, Mikel Arteta, because I'm sure he'd be delighted with that as well. Let's hear from him now, speaking with Danny.
Mikel, congratulations. How pleased are you to tick off another difficult away trip with 3 points?
Yeah, this was a really difficult one, and everything that we've been through in the last few weeks as well. We knew it was going to be a really, really tough test, and we went through it.
We mentioned before the last 2 wins feel like they've been won in very different ways. Was tonight almost winning in a third different way in 3 games?
Every game in the Premier League offers you different things, and in relation to the context that you face as well, the moment of the players as well, the issues that we had even with the players that started. So big credit to the boys because the effort they put in is astronomical. I think on the day there are certain things that we have to do better, but the commitment and the desire to win that they have is incredible.
What more can you say about Bukayo Saka? 300 Arsenal appearances tonight, and he marks it with a goal he almost made his own luck for.
I didn't know it was that many, but at his age, it's just incredible what he's doing, the consistency that he's showing, and it's a pleasure to have him.
It's another clean sheet, 14 for the season, 1 more than he managed in the entirety of last year. To do it the way he did tonight with a centre-back coming in and then having to rejig it again, how pleased were you with the way that they kept the concentration when Brighton were really pushing second half?
Yeah, we are missing quite a lot of players in the back line, and we have to make certain adjustments today, but again, the commitment of every player, it's unbelievable, and that's the reason why we do what we do.
I know you said at the weekend that you've got a very strong heart and you can cope with the late games, but what were the last few minutes like?
But it's going to be like this. When you look at the other games and the margins and how difficult it is to beat opponent in this league now, it's a reality. So we have to face it.
I'm sure, as you know, this will be the last time, I think, until you play each other and then on the final day that you play at the same time as Manchester City. They've dropped points tonight, so the gap is 7 points. With 8 games to go, how much does that matter right now?
Well, we did what we had to do, and that's what we have to continue to do.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Probably a huge part in understanding how to block out the noise, because he's also been in those title chases with these team members as well. What do you think about his leadership?
Yeah, I think we needed that leadership tonight. He had to keep a calm head. I thought he made, obviously Mascara coming in was a really good performance, but he was on a booking. He took him off just at the right time. Calafiori as well coming on, coming into midfield, and then Havertz. Just introduction, just at the right time, seemed to get Arsenal back into the game. So he's managing all these situations. He's 5 years now in the job, and you can see the extra experience. He was 5. They won 5 trophies as an assistant manager. But let's not forget with Pep. So he knows how to win a thing or two, and it's just I feel he has the players now to accomplish this. But it's step by step, and you've got to enjoy it. You have to, if you can't enjoy this, to be 4 competitions this far, where are we now, into March, and you're still, we've got a cup final with Man City to come. It's a lot of anguish, but the pain is being shared. Man City now, they understand it. There's a disappointment for them. How will they react? Step for them, but you know they're going to come flying out the blocks. And these head-to-heads, Arsenal need to go there as well to City. Yeah. So there's a lot of tasty football to look forward to.
There absolutely is. Oh, well promoed, Martin. Leads me on to my promos, actually. You two are great. Thank you. Say goodbye tonight from the Amex. A big 3 points for Arsenal in the title race, while Manchester City drop points over there at the Etihad. Oh, it's heating up nicely, isn't it? See you later.
Fabian, how would you describe what we've just seen out there tonight?
Really good performance, created a lot of chances, missed chances, gave away an easy goal, and therefore we were very disappointed about the result. But the effort from my boys, the effort from my team was really good. The fans were great today. They supported us in an unbelievable way, and therefore we were definitely disappointed.
Could you have had a penalty just before half-time? Have you seen that back?
Yeah, probably the penalty.
I saw you talking to the referee on the way back out to the second half. Has he sort of explained why it maybe wasn't given? Has he given you an explanation?
No. I think in the end we have to accept the decision. It's more about, for me, that he handles the other things better. In general, the Premier League needs to find the rule, because I think that's nothing football what Arsenal did there, and therefore that was more the point I made to him.
When you say handle the other stuff, what specifically do you mean that we saw tonight?
I think everyone saw it, and therefore everyone has to make his own opinion. I said it before the game, and I think now we shouldn't use too many words about this. We should more focus on the performance, what we did well tonight.
Just in terms of that, though, what do you think a potential solution might be to change that?
Netto game time, giving more yellow cards for time wasting. So I can ask you, did you saw a goalkeeper going down 3 times in the game?
Not very often, I guess.
The feeling in the dressing room, it was a very frantic ending to the match. There was a couple of penalty claims in there. How is everyone feeling about the way some of the decisions unfolded?
Well, I would say that we're quite used to it this season, because all the 50-50s have gone against us. It's the reality. I've just watched, for example, the Erling incident, and for me it's a penalty. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Some people might have a different opinion. For me, it's
the one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the one with the goalkeeper, because what can Erling do? But as I said, we're used to it this season. We know how it works, and for us to do, our job is just to be better, try to be better, because these things we cannot control. What we can control is our own performances, and that's what we need to focus on.
I didn't have Bernardo down as a conspiracy theorist, but I know what he's trying to say. Let's have a look and get your views on the incident he's talking about, because it's worth a look.
Yeah, definitely. I think we know Haaland got a touch on it, and the keeper tells he does come and make contact after Haaland touches the ball to the side of him. And we were debating whether there's enough contact for a penalty, but it's definitely not a dive from Haaland. So there's an argument there, Jolien, that it could have been given.
Yeah, I don't think none of them angles do it justice. I think there definitely is contact. It's whether they've deemed it who initiated that contact.
Yes.
And for me, I think the keeper has, to be honest. I don't think Haaland's moved into the line of the goalkeeper. I think Sal's is coming out. He can't stop. It's an honest attempt to play the ball. He's retracted his arms, but there's definitely a contact there for Haaland to go over.
He's tried to turn away, hasn't he, the goalkeeper? So he's tried to turn away, but in doing that, he's actually made contact.
Yeah. And I think Haaland's not protested, because I think he believes it's a pen. I think he's going to be given. I think he's thinking, well, it's going to be given, so I don't need to protest. But then obviously as he get up, it's not being given.
Yeah. I mean, players do see, everyone sees it from their point of view, don't they? But the idea that City have been wronged over the course of the season,
I'm not too sure about that. That's probably talking a little bit of emotion, frustrated from tonight. There was 2 penalty shouts. The Haaland, for me, was the more obvious one, not the Rodri one. I think that he took his shot, and Elliot Anderson coming a little bit late, but the shot had already gone. So, yeah, I don't know where that's come from. I think it's more emotion and frustration, given the fact they didn't get all 3 points tonight in a game that they really should have.
Yeah, of course. There was the one with Rodri as well, which I think you both cleared up pretty quickly, and then the goal line clearance at the end. So you can understand the frustration.
Oh, definitely frustrated, especially when the last incident when Morelos cleared it off the line. So yeah, they'll again. I don't think he seemed too downbeat. He recognised that they need to do better, and that's key. As long as they perform, which they have been doing recently, they'll get the job done.
One of the goal scorers, indeed, maybe Forest's main man, Mr. Gibbs-White, to join myself, Farah and Jolien. Good point?
Yeah, a vital point. Obviously, coming here is always a tough game. And the first half, we wasn't good enough. We didn't show enough fight. We didn't really believe in ourselves, and I think that was the main message the gaffer gives to us at half-time, was to show belief, to show confidence, and that we can play against teams like this and come here and get a result. And then when we got it to 1-1, we knew then we had a chance to go and win the game, and unfortunately we conceded again, but the boys showed incredible fight and character to come back into the game 2-2.
Morgan, has that been a message since he's arrived? Because the Fenerbahce, even the Liverpool game, you've played so different to the previous regime.
Yeah, definitely. The gaffer's brought in a style that he wants to play football, but unfortunately for him, because we've had so many games, we haven't had many training sessions to be able to try and learn his way and his ideas. So we've had a lot of meetings to try and learn the way he wants to play, and it's not gonna happen overnight. But the belief and the fight from the team can be every single day, and I think from now on that's what we've got to show: the fight, the desire to win, and I think we showed that in abundance tonight.
A lot of talent certainly in your front line. How important is it that the gaffers come in, obviously made you more organised, difficult to beat, but allows you to express yourself and use those qualities in the final third? Yeah,
I think it's always nice to hear when a manager comes in and he gives you that license, that freedom to go and pick up the ball in pockets and try and create things. Especially for me, for my game, it's what I thrive off. But also there's rules, there's rules in that, and we have to follow that as a team and try and be defensively compact when you come to places like this, because obviously City are an incredible side with, again, incredible talent. So we have to be patient at times, and always being focused when they have the ball, and then when we have the ball, trying to create things, and we did tonight, and luckily enough they went in.
Should I have a look at your goal?
Yeah, I'd like to actually.
I think you should. I know I want to see it again. It's a great break which you start.
Yeah.
So talk us through it.
I think when we're so deep and the ball comes into me there, I think the first main thing is just to try and hold up the ball and try and create something in that moment. And obviously the ball comes in, it's a bit over me, so oh wow, yeah.
You feel
I think it's just a bit of hope, a bit of instinct kicked in.
Disservice there, Morgan. Is that more impressive than the weekend, than Brighton?
Yeah. For me, for the way I like to play football, yeah, that's more impressive. I think the Brighton one, I just smacked it. I just hit it and hoped.
And that's just a feeling that every player wants, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just I've been at this club this will be my 4th season now, and what the club have given me is incredible. So it means every time I step on the field, it means so much even to wear the captain's armband is a special feeling, and to come out here tonight and score a goal and get a point in a very vital game is a feeling that I can't explain. So I thank the fans for all their support and the club for everything they've given me.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the character in the whole team squad to go behind not once but twice, and then young Elliott steps up and finds a way to get you what might be, who knows, a very precious point.
What a player he is, by the way.
Yeah.
What a player he is. And he deserves all the credit he's getting, because he is a hell of a player, incredible talent, and when the ball's at his feet, anything can happen. He's so good. He's so good defensively. He's so good going forward. I said to him when he came in, it's about time you scored another goal this season. I've been waiting for you. But no, obviously and I think our second goal shows that we can play football. I think we had a good build-up down the right-hand side and then switched it into the middle, and a good 1-2 and an incredible finish. And Elliott's got that talent in abundance, and he shows it week in, week out.
Yeah. Will he give you a couple of days off?
Yeah, we've got a couple of days off right now, so can't wait to get out of here. Chill.
We won't keep you any longer. Enjoy your Player of the Match award, well earned.
Thank you.
And safe journey home.
Thank
you. To see you.
Cheers. Thank you.
We wish you well next week.
Thank you.
Against Midtjylland.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Morgan. You can leave that just there. Lovely. Thank you very much. Character to come back twice, as we've just discussed. From a City point of view, again, get your nose in front, not once, but twice. Rodri with the header at the far post looked like it was well worked.
Yeah, it was, and you'll see it here. It comes in, and Rodri just heads it down into the ground, which makes it really difficult for the goalkeeper. You'll see Semenyo. Obviously, Haaland's here getting blocked, but you'll see Semenyo. It does come off Semenyo, to go in the goal, but it's on target. And I would, if I was heading that and I was Rodri, I'd want the goal to be mine. But you just see it here. It just comes off the back of Semenyo, and then it goes in. But it's because it's headed down. I think that's what makes it really difficult for the goalkeeper there.
He looks like he's free as well as somebody lost him, or
Again, set pieces, maybe. There's a lot of bodies in there, and it's always difficult. And that's what's happening now. We see more of everyone gathering in the 6-yard box to make it just difficult to get a clearance. Because even if a Forest player gets first contact, it's not going far. It's still in the realm of the goal. So that's why people overload the box.
You were a goal-scoring midfielder, weren't you? Did you like Elliot Anderson's little give and go, and he gets it back, and then he just picks his spot? Lovely goal.
Yeah, it was beautiful. There was Rodri, I think, wanted a foul here, and there was no foul. It definitely wasn't. And Gibbs White recognises that Anderson in a lot of space on the opposite side of the pitch. But this little round the corner here, and then once he gets in that position, the goal just opens up for him. I mean, the execution's fantastic. The pace that he puts it into that far corner, Jodian, was...
Yeah, it's a training ground move. It's give and go, 1-2, and all of a sudden you set it around the D, and it's a one-touch finish, and take nothing away from the passage of play, but the finish, like Morgan said, is outstanding, and the bigger the game, the better performance he puts in.
Yeah, and almost uses Gay as a kind of mannequin.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what they work on, don't they? And you know, obviously the Gahey in line with the goalkeeper probably puts him in terms of what he can see on the ball, makes it difficult for the goalkeeper. But as you say, you can't take nothing away from that finish. He needs to add more, as Gibbs White mentioned.